This was a disgrace. This was a rigged trial by a conflicted judge who was corrupt. It's a rigged trial, a disgrace. They wouldn't give us a venue change. We were at 5% or 6% in this district, in this area. This was a rigged, disgraceful trial. The real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people. And they know what happened here, and everybody knows what happened here. You have a Soros-backed DA, and the whole thing. We didn't do a thing wrong. I'm a very innocent man, and it's okay. I'm fighting for our country. I'm fighting for our Constitution. Our whole country is being rigged right now. This was done by the Biden administration in order to wound or hurt an opponent, a political opponent. And I think it's just a disgrace. And we'll keep fighting. We'll fight till the end and we'll win. Because our country's gone to hell. We don't have the same country anymore. We have a divided mess. We're a nation in decline, serious decline. Millions and millions of people pouring into our country right now. From prisons and from mental institutions, terrorists. And they're taking over our country. We have a country that's in big trouble. But this was a rigged decision right from day one with a conflicted judge who should have never been allowed to try this case, never. And we will fight for our Constitution. This is long from over. Thank you very much.
It's the book of Mark, chapter 3. I'll start at 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. And we are indeed watching as these different events continue to happen here in Babylon, aka America, the further and further divide of this country, and that's how we know that this place is almost out of here, man. First and foremost, before I get started, I want to thank Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me his truth. Salutation, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. Now we pray this lesson be edifying to the elect. So this is an article I came across from Newsweek. It was actually published today, May 31st, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And it reads, Civil War warning issued by MAGA after Donald Trump guilty verdict. So that was a major thing that happened, him being found guilty on all, I think it was 34 counts yesterday. And this is going to cause a major strife even more in this country. And as Donald Trump said at the beginning, the I forget how he said it, but the real verdict will come out on November, when election. And it just makes me think about, movies like The Purge, when they talk about election year and stuff like that, their predictive programming. So as I did a lesson yesterday, Order Rob KO, I went into Order Rob KO and all these different things that these devils are up to. They want chaos in the streets so that they can justify coming in with the so-called order, man. So let's read a little bit of this. So it says, MAGA activists have warned there could be civil war in response to Donald Trump's guilty verdict in the hush money trial on Thursday. Trump supporters have reacted with anger after the former president was found guilty on all 34 charges of falsifying business records, over $130,000 worth of payments to former adult film star Stormy Daniels to keep an alleged affair between them secret ahead of the 2016 election. Trump denies any wrongdoing and claims the case is politically motivated. Writing on X, formerly Twitter, political commentator Joey Manorino wrote, "The Civil War just begun. We no longer live in a democracy." In another post, he added, "As of today, with this fake guilty verdict against Trump, America is no longer the United States." Right? And this place is the divided snakes of America, man. We are a third world shithole heading for a civil war. Tim Pool, a conservative commentator with over 2 million followers, wrote, "War." Newsweek contacted a representative for Trump by email to comment on this story. Amid escalating tensions between Republicans and Democrats, Trump supporters have repeatedly suggested that if he doesn't win the 2024 election, there will be a civil war. So these people are not joking, man. And this is, further stoking the flames, man. As the Lord said, He come to send fire on earth. What would if He not be already kindled, man? So we're seeing the build up, of these tensions, between the people. When the scriptures talk about let's get that real quick. This is Isaiah 19:2, and it reads, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians." This is modern day Egypt. Just look at the back of the dollar bill. You got a pyramid. The so-called Washington Monument is an Egyptian obelisk, man. So the modern day presidents were basically modern day pharaohs, man. It's the same thing. The Lord said He would bring us into Egypt again by way of ships, which is Babylon the Great, aka America, which is bondage. Egypt means bondage. And it says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians," right? The Babylonians, the Americans, "and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom," right? And the Lord said, let's get it in the NLT. Mark 3:24. "A kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. Similarly, a family splintered by feuding will fall apart. And if Satan is divided and fights against himself, how can he stand? He would never survive, man." So this is what this is the times that we're coming into, man. And that verdict, is adding fuel to the fire, man. So it says some Trump supporters have also shown a propensity for violence in the past, most notably when the U.S. Capitol was stormed on January 6, 2021, to protest the results of the 2020 election. Speaking to Newsweek, Todd Lehman, a professor of political science at the School of Politics, and International Relations at the University of Nottingham in the UK, said there could be a backlash to the verdict that involves violence. "The verdict was quite a lightning bolt last night," he said. "For many, it was a vindication and a demonstration of accountability. For others, it was an example of political persecution spearheaded by the Democrats. Supporters of Mr. Trump are outraged and are lashing out at the justice system, particularly that of New York. It is not unreasonable to expect a backlash that involves violence, particularly against some of the protagonists in the Manhattan trial. Targeted violence in the first instance could lead to a wider conflagration across the United States involving highly polarized actors. My sincere hope is that this is not the case, and this is going to happen, man." And it says Trump will be sentenced by Judge Juan Merchan on July 11th and could face substantial fines or jail time. However, Trump's legal team has already indicated plans to appeal the verdict. "This was a disgrace. This was a rigged trial by a conflicted judge who was corrupt," Trump said outside the court following the verdict. Yeah, man. So you see where it's coming, where it's going. And the Lord, Bahasham, Yahawashi, said that these things would happen. Let's get that, and then I'll close it out. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, man. And this is what's coming, man. You know? And this is through this, that's how they're going to implement martial law. They're going to have, all these different unrighteous decrees. They're going to implement lockdowns, checkpoints, as it says right here. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, man. So all this is coming to a city near you, here in Babylon the Great, aka America, man. So, we're going to continue to watch, as well as pray as we're commanded to do, and watch as these prophecies unfold, and watch out as, things here in Babylon continue to heat up, man. Because, hey, it is about to go down, man. So I hope and pray that this quick, lesson was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to thank Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi once again for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me his truth. Salutation, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning. Find this good fight of faith. Keep fighting, keep striving, keep pushing. We're almost out of here. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To all of us, say Shalom, Abba Ball, Kwam Yasharala.